Hi, and welcome to It Figures. Tonight I will be reviewing Batman Arkham Asylum figure, Series 1. So anyone who has never played Batman Arkham Asylum, you are missing one of the greatest Batman games ever created. And just a month or so ago, a new Batman game was released called Batman Arkham City. And the suit of this Batman is actually exactly the same as the suit from the new video game. So if you do get this figure, you're basically getting the Batman Arkham City figure as well, because they've changed nothing. So Batman has been released by DC Direct, and the packaging here is actually pretty cool. And if you take a closer look at it, you can see that it's actually his cowl embedded within inside the packaging. There's very little or no artwork on the front of the packaging. It's just basically Batman himself. And on the back of the packaging, it's basically the other figures in the collection. And this is blister packs, so there is no way of opening this package without destroying the actual package itself. So once you cut inside the packaging, there are a few twisty ties holding him in place. So the entire time I was playing Arkham Asylum, I kept thinking this is one of the best designs of the Batsuit ever, and I was really hoping they were going to come out with a figure from the game. And this is one of the very few times somebody has gotten Batman right. I mean, this is one of the best Batsuits ever, because it's very realistic. And you see it's kind of put together by bolts, and it's just awesome. And unlike the movies, it's much more in line with the Batman comic, where it's basically just a padding that he has on the outside, not like some sort of thick rubber. And he has arm protection here, or forearm protection, and his gloves are just amazing looking. You can see all the detail put into the utility belt here. And he has a few more pouches on the back. His face is amazing. I mean, this is the very picture of what I imagine Batman to look like. And I love the gloss on his lips there to make him much more realistic. His eyes are pretty much done to perfection. You can see just enough a pupil in there to where there is an eye, but at the same time it almost looks like it's white like the comics. His cape was one of the most amazing things in the game, just the way it flowed, and here's no exception. It's made out of a rubbery texture, and it's so long it actually touches the ground. So it pretty much drags behind him like it should. I mentioned that he had that armor on his forearms, and his boots has the same kind of armor. So as for accessories, as many gadgets Batman has, he only comes with one, and that's of course the Batarang. While it would have been nice for them to add a lot more gadgets to him, it would have kind of made him more cumbersome, I think. So just giving him one, I guess, is okay. He also does come with a stand, which isn't really necessary because he can pretty much stand on his own, but it's still nice to have. So for paint, again, this is the first time I've ever seen them get Batman's color correct in any comic, video game, or movie. His cowl is a dark blue. It almost looks black, but it's not. It's actually a very dark blue, and I just love the color of it. And as well as his costume being gray, and all the armor and his forearms being the same color blue. So it's just an amazing color scheme to have on his outfit. As for articulation, Batman's head is ball jointed, and it's done so well you can't even really tell that his head does move on his outfit, but it does. It's really well done here. Both arms do bend at the elbow, and the forearm does rotate. And I believe the shoulder is on a ball joint, but because of the cape, you can't really do much of it without trying to break his arm off. His waist Does not turn. It's pretty much in place, so you cannot turn him side by side. His knees do bend, and his legs turn as well, where his shins are, and his feet are solid. They do not move. So let's bring up the Figometer and see how Batman stacks up. Like I said, the whole time I was playing Arkham Asylum, I just wished they were going to come out with these figures, and they were not going to mess them up. And this looks like it literally stepped out of my television into my living room here. It's that good. It's just an amazing, incredible sculpt, and they got the paint scheme absolutely perfect with this. A few more gadgets and accessories would have been nice, but other than that, Batman gets a 5 out of 5. Just an amazing Batman figure, and I would actually say it's probably one of the best Batman figures made. And as far as I know, you cannot go to the store to get this. You actually have to order him off of the internet, which is where I got him. I've never actually seen him in the store. So that's tonight's episode of It Figures, and I shall see you next time.